Hey everybody, I am Jenny Keel and I am the Launch Children's Ministry Director here at the Catholic Church of St. Anne. So let's begin our parent orientation. If you are unsure of who to contact during the year, here is all of our staff and how we can assist you. So I am not only the director, but I'm also the pre-K kindergarten in year one coordinator. So if your children are missing any of those lessons or if you have any of those questions, I am happy to help you. We also have Kristen Ott, who is our year two, third, fourth, and fifth grade coordinator. Now she is for the lessons specifically. And if you have questions over your child's sacraments, then Jackie Comet is your lady. If you are needing any assistance in the office with attendance or anything, then Susan Rhodes would be the person that would help you for that. Or if you're needing more carpool tags or any of those kinds of things, Lynn Hodges is our office coordinator and she helps with anything that you might need, but she is mostly here for our volunteers and for the staff. So those are some of the people that you can contact if you have any questions. So what is new this year? I'm going to start off with that because if you are a returning launch family, a lot of the things that are going to follow will be a lot of the same and there'll just be some reminders. But I wanted to let you know what we are starting new for this year. So the new things that we are offering is that we are going to add to our program a thing called Family Launch. It is a series of events that are not in sequence. They don't have to be progressive. They can be independent of one another. They are offered once a month on either a Sunday or on a Wednesday. And we are getting our families together for a meal, for a discussion on how we can be better Catholics, how we can easily add faith into our life without stressing ourselves out through chaos. And then we're going to spend some time with God. These are free events for you. And if you would like to come to them, we do ask that you RSVP. They are on our launch page and you just click on there. All the themes and the topics and the dates are all available for you. We also, during those events or just on our webpage, have Catholic family resources for you. So if you are looking for easy, fun ways to add faith into your family that don't add a lot of time, we've got several fun ideas for you on our webpage. Additionally, if you are asking about any classroom information, it will be right on our Launch Children's Ministry webpage. So this orientation will be posted there, our parent handbook, our classes, how you get roster information, carpool maps, calendars, remind text app codes, all of the things will be there right on the Launch Children's Ministry webpage with clickable links that are easy for you to be able to find. So what does launch look like? If you are new to launch or if you've forgotten or if you've taken a couple of years off, you might say, what do we do at Launch Children's Ministry? And what makes it different than regular old PSR or CCD or CCE? Well, at launch, we like to be able to have worship with our students all together. We have classrooms discussions, we have hands-on activities, we have visuals, we have activities, we have service projects, we do all kinds of things. So your students are not just sitting in a desk and reading a book the entire time. We are trying to put our faith into action, which is what we try to make different from other more traditional and older programs that we had. But we could use your help doing that. All of this takes a lot of volunteers to get this done. So if you are available for us to be able to utilize you as a sub or a hallway monitor or for some of those big events like the family launch events, or if you could even help teach in a class. Right now, we are still several teachers out and there's a couple classes that are close to being canceled. So if you are able to assist us in any way whatsoever, it doesn't take any prior experience. We can help guide you through all of that. We would love your help. And if you would visit our website, which is located here, StAnne.org, and then /launch/home, we do have a volunteer form for you to be able to fill out. So what does carpool look like? We do have all 5 of the sessions do have a carpool option for them. They do look different on Sundays versus on Mondays and Tuesdays. So if you'll kind of look over what we have here and available to you and read over that to make sure that you're following the correct carpool procedures. Carpool does start 15 minutes prior to class, and then after class ends, we run carpool immediately after class ends to the last 15 minutes after that. And our carpool map is back to being what it used to be prior to our construction. Now that construction is out of the way, you will enter in through Bishop Lake Road, go around the building, pick your children up under the portico and then exit back out to Roswell Road. If you are picking your children up in carpool, which again, you do not have to, you can walk in to get them if you would like. But if you are doing carpool, we ask that you get one of our carpool tags, write your children's names on there, very bold, very dark so that we can see it from far away. And even hanging it from a pants hanger from your car rear view mirror would be super helpful for us so that we can call your kids out in carpool. The first day of class, you can absolutely walk your kids in and you can pick them up if you would like to. We even recommend that if they're having difficulty finding where they have gone or this is their first time. If you are doing a carpool drop off, though, we ask that you please write your children's classroom information on anything you can find, even if it's an old napkin. So if you could write their first and last name and the class that they're attending, so that way we can get them to their class safely. Class on the first day is still the full 90 minutes. It's not a half class like it had been in years and years past. It is a full regular day class. We do have a Virtus environment here at St. Anne, which means that we are keeping your children safe. And if you would like to learn more about that, we do have a class that actually teaches you and your family how to live in a safe environment and wherever your children are experiencing their life. And if you would like to come to that as a family on October 9th from 1 to 2 o'clock in room 105, we'll be having a family Virtus training that helps children to learn about being safe with other adults around them throughout their entire life. But also we have a Virtus training that we are required by the Archdiocese of Atlanta to integrate into our Launch Children's Ministry. We have asked you during your registration to opt in or opt out for that for your child. But if you are not sure if you did or not, and if you would like to opt out of that, we need it to be in writing because we will be incorporating these lessons for your children in the January and February classes. So we wanted to make sure that you are aware of that. Speaking of safety, we ask that whenever you are dropping your children off, you make sure to drop them off at designated areas and to a designated launch or staff person here. So you would either have a St. Anne's blue lanyard that they would be dropping somebody off to, or there would be a orange Launch Children's Ministry lanyard for our volunteers. So that way you're not just dropping them off with a random adult. And we want to make sure that your children are being put in a hallway that is safe and that there are safe people around them. If there are emergency procedures, then we will follow the drills and the things that we have taught our teachers. So in case of a fire, we will be outside. We do have lockdown drills throughout the year. If there is an actual incident, we will let you know. So if your children talk about, oh, we all had to hide in a classroom today, it was probably just a drill. If there was something serious and there was an actual lockdown, we would inform your family. And if we have severe weather or we have to close, we will let you know in multiple different ways. And here are the ways that we would let you know. We have a Remind text app in which we will text you every week things that your children are doing, or we would send out important communication that way. If you would like to sign up for any of those codes, it is on the Launch Children's Ministry page under the 2022-2023 class information. We will let you know via email. We do send out Robley newsletters once a month. We have Facebook page information on the Launch Children's Ministry website. I will always list whether or not classes are in session or if they're not in session on the top of the website. We also do Car Talk information. They're in the bulletin and on the Mass TV screen. So we do try to communicate with you in more than one way because we know different people learn and respond in different ways. So arrival and attendance, we make sure that if you are in a sacramental year, which is year 1 or year 2, your child has to have fewer than 3 absences in order to receive credit for that year. And sickness actually does not count as an excused absence, meaning if you go like for 6 or 8 and you were actually sick, that doesn't count for anything because we do have online ways for your children to be able to make up credit. You can wipe out any absence, anytime through the online lessons, and that can get you credit for all of those. So easy peasy. If you are not in a sacramental year, then you can have as many absences as you possibly need in order to be able to receive credit. We're just happy that you guys are here. But to follow Archdiocesan standards and guidelines, we need to make sure that our sacramental students are getting the bulk of the information that they're getting. If you want to make sure that your student receives attendance credit, making sure that they are here on time will be able to get that for them. And if your kid is sick, we're asking that they please stay home. We do have a barrage of wonderful online lessons for them to be able to view and to get their lessons there. For sacraments, so if you are not a sacrament family, then your video has ended for you and you have gotten all the information for Launch Children's Ministry. All of this will be also posted online on the Launch Children's Ministry page for you to find out more information. If you are a sacramental family, please watch because I'm about to give you some more information on your child. So if you are in a year 2 class, we need to make sure that you have your child's baptismal certificate uploaded to the First Communion page from the Launch Children's Ministry website. And you can see here below on the yellow arrow where it shows you that you need to get there from the Launch Children's Ministry page. We also need to make sure that you are a registered St. Anne's family. And you can find that registration also in the same place that's listed from the yellow arrow. So these are the important dates that you must bookmark in your calendar right now. These are mandatory dates, and if any of them are missed, it can postpone your children's sacraments. So we have the date for the First Communion Mass already. We do know our reconciliation workshops and our reconciliation dates. We do know that there will be an additional sacrament fee for everybody signing up for First Communion, and that is when you choose your Mass. If you have any other questions about sacraments, Jackie Comet is your sacramental coordinator for your children, making sure that they dot all their I's and cross all their T's to be able to receive First Communion and First Reconciliation. Also, all of these dates are listed on our Launch Children's Ministry calendar, which is located on the Launch Children's Ministry homepage. Well, that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking through all the way to the end. Thank you for making the choice of sending your children to Launch Children's Ministry and blessing us with them. You have a wonderful and great year.